Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TTNP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that's where the green line right there is coming from. And talk about the price being all over the place today. The price gapped down, and then the price made, the very nice move upwards here, and then all of a sudden spent the rest of the day essentially falling back to right where it started. So overall, looking at today in and of itself, it was a bearish day. But from a bigger picture perspective, the bulls do still have a kind of couple of key levels that can keep the overall chart bullish. But what I want to really do here is just focus on a couple levels and make this as clean as possible. And these two levels are based off of very famous and foundational levels within the world of charts, meaning even if you have a surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of both these levels. That first area is going to be the purple line right here, which is the 50-period simple moving average. And with the price down below it right now, this is currently that key level of resistance that needs to be broken through. You can see yesterday it did indeed act as resistance. And then just looking more near term, this price got somewhat within the vicinity of it right there, and once again cannot push through. But point being, going forward, that purple line is going to be a key level of resistance. Now on the flip side of things, the other moving average that's very famous is this pink line right here, the 200-period simple moving average, and this would be considered the area of support going forward. Now, the price hasn't quite hit it. I mean, right here, I guess you could say it got close, but, close. That's about as best of a term you could use. But overall, that's going to be the important level of support going forward. So if you're kind of a fan of just technical patterns, if you wanted, you could, pretend like that's a trend line right there, pretend like that's a trend line right there, and you could call this, a nice little symmetrical triangle wedge pattern, whatever floats your boat. But that's essentially the two kind of key things going forward that you need to keep an eye on in terms of who's going to win out here. Obviously, a breakout to the upside would be the bulls winning out. A breakdown to the downside of that pink line would be the bears winning out. So grab some popcorn and let's see who's going to win out in this current fight that's been going back and forth for a while now. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.